Welcome to my January 2024. Wow, it's hard to say that. This is my December actuals for 2023. So we're taking a look at my costs, my homework, my everything revolving around me switching to grid tie solar and trying to offset my solar production using the Illinois Shine program and Ameren, Illinois. So digging in, I knew this was happening, but my used energy went up to 2,034 kilowatt hours for the month. That is 200 ish more. And I know we get those letters that say that's more than the average, but you have to remember it's technically 1.5 households. So doing the breakdown, getting right into the nitty gritty, it's winter and wow, did we take a dive? I think the last 3 months, yeah, I think we have steadily seen a 25% decrease in our main array. So if I look at inverter one, we produced 328. So if you're keeping track, that's not even near. So last month it was 615. So clearly cut in half. Like I said, production has dropped 25% for the last 2-3 months. So this is the original property converted. So I call that inverter two. That was stayed about even at 212. Last month was 232, but that's my DIY one. So this is the 6th month that we've started this, and this is the 2nd month on real-time production. So roughly we're looking at 9 to 10 cents a kilowatt hour because of the real-time pricing, but spoiler alert, I'm going to have to do an entire video on real-time pricing because, wow, it's biting me now. And you can't, if you're following along for this entire journey, it took me like 2 months to get on the program and it's taken about 2 months to get off the program. So I'll do a deep dive in it, but to give you a kind of highlight, roughly 60% using the 80/20 rule is electric delivery. So that's getting the electricity to your house. So that's how they break down the bill. 40% is real-time pricing. And if you look at all of the things that they promote, my first red flag was I didn't get that email that told me how great it was to be on real-time pricing. And then when you dive just a little bit deeper, even though they call it real-time pricing and they show you all these bars and graphs and charts of how if you shift your electrical, it is so not worth it because kind of hidden in there is not only the monthly fee that we've talked about before, but they break it into two pieces and it's called the electrical supply. And it's what you do control. And then they have a transmission fee that they add on. So it's like a daily fee based on how much electricity used. So bottom line is roughly 25 to 30% of your bill is actually controlled. Whenever a company markets something, what they've done is promoted you to carry all the risk. And that's now that we're having this solar vortex or whatever they're calling it, all the snow. Clearly, everybody's solar panels is not producing. So the energy rates right now are just through the roof. So I'm going to be paying way, way, way more than any savings I've ever made in the last 2 months. So more to come on that. So return on investment. Let's dig in there. My ground array, just the interest alone on that was about $166. We only produced roughly a $86 offset. So again, wrong trend. This turned into be one of those things that in hindsight definitely wasn't worth it in the winter because I got none of the benefits in the summer by the time they turned the thing on. My DIY section or the inverter two, I've only spent about $7,000 on that. I do need to go back and double check for for taxes. I need to double check. I got all those costs in there, but it was the interest on that was only about $40 and it produced over 80. So that one's, heading in the right direction. Update on the federal incentive in the Illinois Shine program. So clearly federal is taxes. We need to jump on that. We need to get our taxes in as soon as possible so we can get that credit. Illinois Shine. I don't know if it's an Illinois thing. I don't know if it's my installer took too long, but bottom line is I paid $1,000 in June to be on the program. Still not fully approved and my inverter signed up on the program. Maybe that's good because of winter and we're not producing electricity. But basically, I have to produce so many blocks of energy to be on the program. And bottom line is, I am still not on the program yet. So we're going to continue to have to do an update on that. Again, taxes, I just need to get my crap together. So thanks for following along on my solar journey, my offset journey, whatever you want to call it. If you've got any questions, put them in the comments. Solar looks so good in the market, and there's so many gotcha. It's just been an interesting journey, and I'm really hoping next spring and summer just kick into high gear. Otherwise, this thing has been, well, I don't know if I'll ever break even, but clearly my installer said 3 to 4 years to break even. So continue to stay along follow along. If you want to hear every month the updates, please subscribe.